So let's get it on. Hunter out from Donut. Fast pop out with utility. Good drive-by from Risky Bob. The dual Berettas out of Malbs. Not going to find what he's want. And he was the highest performing player at Cologne for G2. So for him to hit the ground empty-handed here, there goes the good start.
Heavy God looking to take a peek into Donut. The setup is super strong, but it's also active, so there will be some early fights. Looking to go into favor of the T's at the moment.
Heavy God puts pressure on site. Lear with the longer angle. Sunpious clutch queued up. 3 targets in front of him, only pops the 1, and it's a Nemiga pistol with an A main pop out onto site. No real resistance offered by G2. Jump to the Donut with the flashes high, and Malbs comes back into action. First to be cut down, 5-7 success here for Sunpious. A lot of bodies for G2. Out middle, here's the recovery from Sawalio. Has to be concerned about. Flank, luckily for them, bomb down towards B main, was never a part of all of that problem. They get it chopped down to the 2v2, but that's G2 signing up for some fisticuffs in mid.
The Swalio is just looking like a villain right now on that mini-map. The head tilted down a bit. He's got shadows on his profile picture. He might have just saved this round. If Xanter can come up with a plant. They smoked themselves out of pushing anywhere, so this does buy the CTs to get into position for a retake. So many grenades. It's still not the optimal time to try this, especially with how good the guns are, but how could you not give it an attempt?
Right.
G2 I think G2 are half thinking about, not walking into it, but surely with the smoke, they're going to dive it.
Would have loved to have a kit somewhere in the mix of all of this, but maybe grenades will be what carves this path up from ramp.
They have one more smoke as well, right?
Frag grenade though out of Sawalio. That 7 HP for Hunter. That's his just... Oh, never mind. Nades go both directions. Heavy God lands it. Frag still picked up here by Xanter. 10-second defuse needed. Exposes the diffuser. Ooh. And as you'd expect, it all goes down. Nades go both ways.
And you don't have the good guns behind those smokes, so... Nemiga still trusted that they could get it together with better aim, and they were right.
Sunpious up in red room with Malbs down in front of him. Again, it is this early Nemiga swing out from elbow. Layered defense, though, with front Donut being held solo out of Malbs. He had the support of the second A defender, didn't need it. Other side of the map, though, Nemiga find the answer, and they've got eyes on site. What they don't have is the bomb. It sits in the depths of spawn. And so, unfortunately, the round should fizzle out against them. Somebody's going to have to go grab it. Heavy God picks him up. Sunpious on the board with the op, and there's G2's first. They've had close ones, but this one follows through. So still limited, but bolstered with the save of the last round. Let's see if these AKs can get to work. They split them up at the start of the round. 1 round to go, as we saw. Lear into cave, Con over towards A. This time, those rifles side by side at the front of ramp. One player decides to fall back. We get pressure. Again, Mattis tries to take a look at it. Hunter is from the other side of the map, suddenly playing this B site. And in doing so, whittles down another missed Molotov out of G2. No big deal.
They still
not
made
like they're following out.
So uncomfortable. They still have told them and showed them they know where they are. Swalio trying to just long arm this AK, but it is so far from the smoke. There is no chance he picks that up.
And Matty's gonna hold it back. Couple pistols swing in, a little team kill out of Sawalio. And we are tied, folks. 6 rounds into the game. G2's answer flawless so far. Keeping the momentum high. 4 straight.
Yeah, it's some more great utility already. I mean,
and again, this is what happens if you don't go for the elbow fight. Malbs was given so many duels at the start of this half, freed up to just climb up into lane. Instead, finds 2 kills. He loses Mattis out from the cave peak. Risky Bob's bringing this one back into control. Still, Hunter continues to take these peeks at it, but he'll drop utility in front of them, keep Nemiga corralled behind both smokes, and just lines that one up to perfection. Sunpious queued up for his, and no 1v3 forward out of Con. So G2, 5 straight. Before that utility kind of pressured him back. Hunter's flashbangs, like you mentioned, have been excellent. 4 flash assists in 1 round. Gonna be hard to beat that. Malbs, it's a 1 and done inside of the cave.
that swing was so annoying. I love that from Malbs.
And do end up with mid control, but they had to leak down off a boost. Bomb still outside of the B site. Better can't forget it. Ooh, Lear finds a superb timing on the smoke spam.
So here's a great chance now for Nemiga. It feels like they've lost control of a lot of these mid-round situations, but now they're up and it's actually G2. But what Nemiga do in this spot is they always wait for a reaction. The last time we saw this, G2 did not give them what they were looking for. And then they ended up running into the more stacked site again. We're looking to see if that happens again.
35 seconds.
Just go get the bomb now, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, still no bomb possession because nobody's taking ramp from Con. He'll go pick it up. Heavy God waiting for the cave presence. Given the first duel, supported by Hunter, unable to hold it all back, though. Risky Bob doubles down. We got a Sunpius clutch on 47 health and Elite rotates still in CT spawn. Cut off by smoke. Nemiga take their sweet time with this one, but they will at the very least put it down. Have G2 earned enough? I'm looking at $15,000 in the bank here for Hunter.
Yeah.
Let Sunpius work.
Take an attempt. I mean, he can play it slow if he doesn't want to hand over an op, if that's a consideration, but
Smoke cave is big.
Absolutely stick around. Yeah, he has one. He's not thinking about it just yet. But he doesn't see anybody.
Smoke the cave or smoke the bomb? What's the call? He's going to go for the bomb, tap it once, try to get the reaction. Here it is. They both come out. And he shoots in between the two. Risky Bob sends it flying forward. Multi-kill round. 3 frags to his name.
G2 in the mid to late round situations, they just know what Nemiga are going to do next. And that definitely is another round they could have lost.
They'll swing for it once more. Lear locked into the box. Spotted by Mobs, though.
No HEs here for Mobs, no Mollies either.
Molotov comes back at him, so both players burning, sign up for the fight. The support's just closer to Lear than it is Mobs, though. Sunpius still disengaged from it, smoked off out of Red Room. So Mobs had no help. Lear had plenty. And it's going to force G2 to continue this activity, looking for the ramp play.
Yeah, this can be a spot where you put pressure for like 40 seconds because you have a nice place to wait. If they come cave, you can push down. If not, you just chill. You're still holding the site. So sometimes the push doesn't happen for a long time, but they release the pressure.
Oh, and Heavy God gets the kill. That's going to free up Matties to look back towards mid if he needs to. Sawalio's getting burned out. Great headshot from the Galil, and a second spray down is huge. It still comes at a cost.
It's incredible because they didn't even have to fight him. There's an AWOC happening at 50 seconds. CTs won't know about this.
Lear's going to get deep into the site, but look how disjointed he is from that bomb carrier.
No one's going to get cut off. Let's see if Mattis rotates around Sunpius to get to the A site, or if Nemiga overthink this. Please, don't let Nemiga overthink this.
Lear's not watching for the close peek, and he doesn't react to the scope in fast enough.
Someone has gone through A. This might have been a huge mistake. Sunpius, he's going to get to the angle. No smoke to cover this.
Bomb is down on the corner. So Sunpius challenging through, hits the shot. Sunpius, though, also dropped by 88 points of health on that play. And he didn't prevent the bomb from going down entirely. Risky hits it. Oh, but he doesn't get the chance to gun down Mattis. Instead, it is G2 with another. Lear going deep through Donut. One final attempt to try to crank the dial. Mobs floating around, bottom middle player right above him. 2 in front though, and he's gonna connect both headshots. Supported by Hunter out from Donut, man advantage maintained. A 2v4 to close out the half. Mobs, an electric, aggressive move to the bottom of middle. Cuts that pack in half. Forces Lear over towards cave, the bomb nowhere near him on the back of Con. They will join forces in middle in a moment, but it looks like G2 are trying to sign up for exactly that, continuing to maintain mid. A Galil versus 4 is where the T side of Nemiga will end. A rocky start for G2, letting Nemiga get those 3 rounds in a row, almost stopping it in the second round of play with the 5-7 force buy, but then being adamant about turning this one around. They put that hot start on ice and end the half with an extra round. Couple flashbangs here for Sunpius as well if they want to try to take Xanter's vision out. Utility lands in front of him, kind of denies him his angle, but he will one-tap Mobs out of existence. Clean first shot from Xanter. Risky Bob's going to collect one as well. And so we're going 3v5 post-plant here for G2. Can they pull it out of the hat? Deep peek into Temple says otherwise. Risky Bob with a second and a third. And with it, it's a Heavy God Donut 1v5. Too far gone, Mohan?
For Heavy God, the Heavy Gowd, come on.
Is about to swing into a close Xanter. Diffuser being covered by smoke, and Risky Bob's quad hits the scoreboard.
Risky quad, baby. I love that. They're kind of like loosely worried about A, it feels like. Even those two players here.
Swalio Joe just cuts off the side of the box to perfection.
Nice.
And back into the action off Risky Bob's donut peek to make sure A site holds. Bomb down in front of him. Feeling ideal. Hunter does here 2 pairs of feet stomping their way through CT. One stops though, so he's gonna know that Khan is still somewhere floating around this area. He's hoping that maybe somebody comes back to clear out red, which could be the case from CT, but now you've also got Xanter moving back from this B site to pick up exactly this corner. A little bit labored from the Tech-9 as well, so unfortunately for Hunter, no frag there.
You could tell he was just looking at his mini-map. See what was gonna happen next.
Caught with an awkward timing.
That attack actually, I mean, it had the makings of a strong attack, but I think, you know, maybe they didn't get what they wanted out of the fake, but they still could have done parts of the utility. Oof. Oh, Mattis, nice shot. 2 left here in this moment. It's not enough time, you'd think, to make this happen, surely. Nice try. Very threatening presence with that deagle.
Jump spot from Xanter. He knows the bodies are coming. Oh, Mob, you can take away his vision. He'll still take away your head. And he's not done after the first. He can hear the rotation coming over. He wanted to go clear that deeper angle. Mattis and Heavy God will get a couple more frags between them, but the health is so incredibly low for what is left of G2. It's an easy cleanup out of Lear.
Wow.
No bomb planted. A 1v2 to close it. Those health bars low by the time he arrived, just enough to get the job done.
Not enough luck goes in their favor. Nemiga closed the gap to 1 round. Okay.
All right, hard-headed, huh? Just gonna try to slam their way through this ramp again. Xanter's got the double off the ump.
All right.
And with Khan on the deep angle, a missed shot's gonna reopen the door, but that door gets closed by Xanter, finding himself holding back lane. It's still deep positioning for Heavy God, but surrounded, no bomb possession, and that little bit of hesitation that he has to take to silently work through sight is what opens this flank back up. We're gonna get Lear attacking from ramp eventually, and if he moves soon enough, you'll just find that bomb still on the ground. A peek into what is 3 players behind that box. Heavy God shapes one off, goes for the jiggle, and Khan's not gonna miss that opportunity after having missed the shot towards ramp. So shut down. And that Galil for Heavy God is somehow going to have to crack open this bomb site. But if you catch them in a weird timing, this could be it. 2 players looking to go for this cave boost. Now one's just got to hide behind the box. Lear's going to beckon them in as Khan goes shaving players off. Malbs and Mattis, it is a pistol kill apiece. And with that, more guns grabbed. An op for Malbs. Deep peek is going to cost him 80 points of health. The re-aggression behind the flames, though, is where he finds his double. So this time, that B hit does work.
Yes, it does. It does. And
I mean, you've got no utility in front of you so far for G2 to be worried about.
feels like G2 were hoping there wasn't going to be a full search here on DP and mid. So this is a really great call from Nemiga, but they haven't rotated yet.
Maybe a little too slow to the draw still. Swalio. We'll see if he can stop anything. He fires off because of the flashbang, gives his position over to Malbs, who won't waste a moment with this one. Frag grenade into the corner could do damage, but it actually goes a little too far. Risky Bob still sitting in the cubby. Mattis now freed up from holding middle, tries to get seconds in this round, and there's that CT from behind the block. Risky Bob, shadow in front of him, MP9 headshot, swaps over to the AK. We go 2v2 with that bomb down, and his next fight lined up. His teammate inbound, not needed. Risky Bob's got a triple on this one. A Sun Pius 1v2 clutch. With that 1 round advantage, those utilities trickle out. The flash bangs the trigger. The damn near collateral with the Tech-9 finish off.
A cherry on top there for Sun Pius. The 1v2 set up because what happened? Risky Bob came through. You can do a feel out round. You can try to make it expensive, win or lose. You know you're in the power position, and the CTs have to try something different.
They'll get to boxes in middle.
Perfect.
Hunter hears this whole thing, though. Risky Bob seemingly doesn't give a damn. Man advantage at 75 points of health. The cost Heavy got out onto the A site to just try to get this donut control wrapped back over towards site. And they give up so much space, and Malbs is just gonna suck it up. Walks through it, finishes off Risky Bob, but now this is Malbs low. This is Mattis on half health. And Khan with a clean one from the red room is gonna force G2 to reset this round entirely at a minute 10. Mattis still floating around lane, so not a total reset. They at least have this control, knowing nobody's pushed off site. But it is still majority of what's left of Nemiga where it should be here on B.
Now, there's a pretty big gap here, actually. Like, you can see this smoke that Malbs threw earlier. It created a huge blind spot, so they can use this to make it seem like a lurk is happening. Only one spotted. Good cover.
Slides into the cover. Ooh, Heavy God gets the headshot.
Peak was a little awkward.
And then Khan's able to get his line from Cave. And Sunpius to another clutch. We saw him piece together the 1v2. He's got 20 seconds to figure out this one. There's a second defender now inside of that cave to try to trade Khan when needed. Xanter's going to take this fight, and he does so well. Crouching down beneath the op shell, and 3 players survive here for Nemiga. So if there's anything of a CT side left to play.
Chases a guy down through Donut. But at that point, it did feel already a little individualistic. Like, let's just see what happens next if I get this kill.
Bloodbath of utility down out middle. Lear always sees smokes as invitations, and his lineups never too far off. Doesn't actually get anything to show for it this time. Perfect timing from Xanter as that second T tucks into the pocket.
Swear it looked like Hunter saw him too. There's not even a main push coming in, so G2 have the right read.
It's another round where maybe Nemiga are just a little too slow.
They went to the sort of like the final option a little too early. They're going to the really passive perimeter holding position, which would be nice if there was a lurk coming in. But how's Xanter going to stop this, man?
Chucks the frag grenade down ramp, barring a triple kill spray down, which for a second, but only gets the front runner. Utility to follow suit. Lear on the fast rotations, already been smoked off. His lineup, though, again, he finds it just through the edge. Just enough time to try to plant, but it's fire on their feet. It gets some Pius off. There's no time here for G2 to win. But if Khan goes down in that final second, does he jump back over smoke? Then it would have been G2's 12th. Interesting turn of events, because suddenly Nemiga still nipping at the heels of G2, and no safety net of a 12th round yet. But
these guys are a match made in heaven, honestly, with the B attacks.
It's fire and gasoline. Lear, though, back turns to Mattis, who maybe has had enough. 3 kills on this round, just when Nemiga had a shred of hope. It gets absolutely taken away from them. A smothering attack into that B bomb site around the smoke grenades. Just way too much for Nemiga players to handle. There wasn't anything really gentlemanly about this round, was there? Get the job done. G2, 12-10. Round 23 could be the end, as it is pistols in hand for Nemiga. A lot of bodies off-site, unfortunately for them. It's this P250 and a bit of cave control. Xanter's gonna get found out, decides not to really make a move, and then Mattis gives cover over towards Malbs. This Mattis-Malbs entry combo is enough to scare a man. And so 5 players standing strong in this post plant. Really felt like it had to be that one site hold a single round ago, but just so little to work with here in the 23rd. And G2 remain adamant throughout this entire T side that B site will be the bane of Nemiga. And in a couple of critical moments, they do indeed just knock the door off the frame. They will end it here and now. A G2 13-10 map of Ancients, and an opening win over Nemiga that started this strong. That pistol in full conversion had us believing for only a moment.
The spirit of victory, the desire to be first, the challenge to be the best. We keep an eye on their victories, worry when something goes wrong, and rejoice even more when we see success. Whether it's a game at a major championship, a new vlog, a stream, or a simple social media post, all of these immerse us in the world of CS. We are among their thousands of fans. We are Skin Club.
Nemiga should have seen this coming, but can they stop it? That I wonder.
Smallbs at the tip of the spear. Nobody actually inside of window, so fully taken over. Sunpius makes contact on catwalk. Sawalio's been waiting with the Berettas. And we've got 3 frags across the board for Nemiga. Blink and you would have missed all of them. Bomb dropped in the open now. The back of Mattis compromised. The Berettas player still tucked in. You've got 2 inside of connector soon. Xanter actually still floating up towards Cat. This round slows down for a second, but each of the remaining G2 players with their own duo of players to kill. That default peek out of Con catches off the Heavy God, and the Cat player is going to end this. So Nemiga pick up pistol the same way they did over on Ancient.
On the other side of these Cat bricks, unable to help Xanter, especially versus a rush.
Pop it open, take a look, try to close that distance, but they kind of lose vision before they get through that archway, and Xanter just the perfect timing on the first 2 kills. Smoke down in front of the other duo, trying to join up with Malbs. Risky Bob pinned into this corner, has got support out from Market already. These Desert Eagles trying to get him out of here, but he's hanging on for dear life. Finally dropped by Sunpius to try to close this 1v3. Still 2 kills to do it, 50 seconds to work, and unfortunately for him, no bomb.
Going for a double swing.
Yeah, tries to float around, and the wide swing out from Market gets ahead of the potential clutch.
And they, on the desk, I think Vu brought up a point about how secondary callers always think they can be primaries.
Yes, yep.
It's good to get that extra bit of impact, but yeah, you need to be a full-time caller.
Well, full-time frag attempt. Swalio just thrust into the action. Dead early. Line of defense now is just this stair setup. Madison Hunter gonna make quick work of all of that. And despite the damage damn near across the entirety of G2, it is 0 frags, regardless of how hard they tried for them. But it doesn't look like anybody actually ends up coming his way.
Damn, 5 up. G2 always get what they want, man. At all times, it forces you to have really plain Jane defaults where you're covering every single choke point using your standard Molotovs and waiting out the first 20 seconds.
Frag right ahead of Khan.
Oh,
He's gonna come swinging in though, still successful. Mattis gets the trade with a teammate behind him. Risky Bob still floating around for the response, but again, trade train back and forth leads it to the G2 3v3.
well, fair enough. They found an interesting option right there. It's worked out okay. 3-on-3 for the CT side. You could see that Lear wants to transpose into A ramp, just take some kind of risk to make this gun feel more powerful.
Heavy God decided to leave that bomb behind him so that he could go make sure this wasn't fully pushed, but the CTs just rounded that corner.
Like ships in the night.
Oh, this is weird timing.
Okay, so, I mean, Malbs could just walk face first into this, but he doesn't know about the A ramp push. So he might...
Scared by it.
Oh, Heavy
Still
God.
though, Palace, can Heavy God come back without making sound? He's trying to walk this with his knife out, and Lear aware of it. Oh, he baited him into it.
That's amazing. How did he even know he was there?
Great presence of mind out of Lear to think about that potential threat with no real confirmation.
And that was Heavy God, who was over on B, dealing with underpass. Awesome moment here for Lear. And again, it's the most flimsy gun on the map. In a 3-on-3, that was the only weakness when you compared both teams. He turned it into a boon.
So Pius better make sure that he doesn't go down after the clock expires, because Lear's coming to look at this.
Oh, what a round.
Very clean closeout for Lear. Op will not be retrieved, despite the scramble here for Nemiga to try to find it.
So we come in 5v5 to the 30-second mark. CTs aren't in great spots, though, holding on to connector.
And I mean, an op on default like this, gonna draw him out, but susceptible to the Palace push now that his teammate's gone down. Lear's gonna try to save it again. Khan still looking for another target. Luckily for Nemiga, the rotators do the work. Sunpius to the rifle. Top stairs peak right there could be his third. And with the next player layered right behind it, it's only 8 health left out of this clutch. We've seen Sunpius queue up 1v2s. And with 6 seconds, he opts to go for the peak. He's gotta shoot the wall bang. That's the only option. And Sunpius drops the ball for Nemiga's 5th round.
Oh, couldn't draw out that last peak. That was very close. Yeah, like Palace guy could have killed him instantly if he didn't have to fight jungle, right?
Now Khan posted up. roosting on Ticket. Missed opportunity at the first one. Sawalio's gonna get burned into the action. Not ideal for him. And so we're talking about a G2 working with Sunpius' solo AK. It's enough. A double kill from him alone. Heavy God into the picked up M4. And unfortunately for Nemiga, a lesser buy out of G2 cracks through that defense. And this to me is shades of what was going back on Ancient.
Yeah.
Just hit the bomb site. Just hit the bomb site. Follow through, and they do as a unit.
Yes.
They keep it clean, 4 standing, free rifles. Why does this round look so much easier?
Yeah, this is unfortunately it's their comfort zone. But if they keep doing this, they'll never get better at anything else.
While they're playing remote games. But you just have a cheering stadium totally biased
Well,
to your
actually,
favor.
all League of Legends games are all mine.
Okay, yeah, fair. Trade out top mid and a fast disengage back through connector. They will escape. Oh, they're smoked down at 35 seconds.
Yeah.
We'll see how good this exec is.
They're not pressing Malb, so he can actually walk up and start to attack B as well.
See if he gets an angle onto Xanter. Playing on the top of the van. Players about to trickle out through those flames. It's a one and done from Xanter. 2 bodies to line up on these pillars, but Malbs writes off the threat of the next. And it's Heavy God to get Lear off the site instead. So they make their way through eventually. Solid trades coming out of G2 to put the new gun of Nemiga to the test in a clutch. How's he find a way out now? As he tries to just squeeze out through the unbroken window, caught by the bench player to survive. And G2 tie this game at 5 rounds each.
Heavy God performance.
And
we were reminded of the difference here with Khan, you know, not really taking over, not getting many op highlights, if any. This game.
trying to climb again. This time Hunter doesn't make a ruckus, instead silently slipping through.
It's too perfect. The timing is so early, they don't search. Oh my goodness.
Comes back. Oh,
what a move.
Actually, Sunpius from top middle to help out, but still Mattis in the heat of battle. He's got 2 players to still drop out of this one.
Man, this play is crazy because Hunter's back in CT spawn, but now there's no CTs to find. They're not even going to know about this or worry about it. They're now just on full alert of everything. There is a chance that Sawalio searches this out.
Bomb goes Palace. Heavy God sticking around in sandwich. Hunter's going to come clear this. And Heavy God's ready to swing if Hunter sees anything. Oh, okay.
That was
The
clean.
element of surprise. And a quick tap to the head of the stairs player. Wild spray here for Risky Bob as desperation starts to sink in to try to tie this game at 6 rounds each. And Heavy God will not waste a moment. Gets ahead of the play and again ending the first half on a strong note. That is 6 consecutive rounds out of G2's attack.
And I mean, now that they survive CT side, they normally, that's their much weaker half. So maybe there's a chance for them.
Statistically one of the better T sides that Sunpius has had in a G2 jersey as well. So he quietly got himself to a 10-5 score. But the Pistols have had Nemiga's name stamped across them. Heavy God offers up 63 points of damage to make sure 1 player drops on the approach, but a bomb planted nonetheless.
Yeah, that's just wonderful, isn't it?
Try to dodge the flash while
decoy.
stuck in the murder hole. Sunpius can't stand up, can't look the right direction. Really had nothing to work with there. That window peek now catching Sawalio off. They're trying to get more bodies out through jungle, but it just ends up being a graveyard for the G2 squad. Heavy God on the other side of the wall wishes he had teammates to work with, but again, and again, and again, it'll be a Nemiga pistol round win.
There's something nice about knowing you don't have to work on your pistols. Maybe the funny part about...
Malb's eyes towards mid at the moment. Interrupted flashbang thrown towards ramp. Oh, he loses vision still. Heavy God's able to come up with a kill, but a player over towards Tetris. Each of the 3 defenders able to get one on their own. And a Risky Bob single frag is all Nemiga find. Pressure in a sudden burst, but responded to by G2 across the board from their defenders. And poor Sawalio pelted by utility here. has a hell of a task ahead. Deep control of ramp from Heavy God, already moving forward to try to ensure that this round is theirs. Rock solid defense here in round 16.
That was a thorough paddling here from the Heavy God, and even blind. He adjusted his crosshair, spammed it down as they were trying to get down the ladder. Didn't see him on their way across. And, you know, we can say what we want about G2 and how repetitive sometimes they can be on their T sides, but
Heavy God feeling like he can get off site, so now a proactive G2. Ready for it though, well done. The Kazakhstani Sunpayas. If we're going 1-for-1. Oh, it's not going to be easy for Lear to get out, but he gets across that line. Sunpayas missed chance to get the kill back even 4v4. Mobs is going to have it queued up 1v1 towards mid. Lear now low. And sure enough, down at the hands of Mobs. So we've got Hunter inside sight, hoping Sunpayas can arrive from Catwalk. Sunpayas, oh, excuse me, Mattis given a chance. Oh, but that deep peek from Sawalio is excellent. Rips the head clean off Mobs, gets Mattis back into the cat corner. Now Sunpayas over from Market instead, searching for his impact. Nice snapshot up to Sawalio. He's got a frag grenade with Khan's name on it. He chucks it out to try to soften up the planter, down to only 2 points of health, and a deep op wall bang that's off the mark.
even the warning shot looked good.
Mattis tries to close that gap. Xanter instant headshot. Sunpayas throws caution to the wind with the climb up through the market. Down to 81. Trying to work with the USP. Just wants to finish off Khan. But as he goes back to the op, that is when Khan will strike and Nemiga find their opening on the T side. Mohan, they change things up.
Very strong trades and everything, but G2, I gotta say, they did get it together. 2 HP is the difference on that round.
True, true. Tough pill to swallow, but forced to do it nonetheless. Deep peek into bottom mid. Deep cover from Xanter. Well, we get Risky Bob slowly encroaching. Catwalk player peels back, Sunpayas moves forward. Game of cat and mouse here, bottom middle. Oh, but Sunpayas is not going to let you get away with that one. Didn't expect him to be pressed in so close.
Yeah, it's real early from Risky Bob. It's exactly what he didn't want to see. It's exactly what that smoke would have helped him avoid. Hunter, deep push. Khan coming out, but oh, man, Khan, he must have been shivering when he saw Hunter. Low HP, he has the bomb, but now that he's got it, he's also got the sight.
It's a Mattis scramble again.
He's gonna take this fight with his gun?
Lear able to get one from bottom middle. Oh, Mattis on the chase, connects to the headshot. Sunpayas even killing Sawalio. They've opened up the possibility of the retake, Mo.
Yeah, they can actually make this happen. Xanter, rare sight, we're gonna get him on an op.
He's gonna have to do it with 20 health.
If they jump across and this allows Sunpayas to get the shot, it's gonna be Xanter.
Problem is no kit, nothing on the bomb site. Oh, Mattis into Xanter's angle. Now Khan just head tuck from behind bench. Remember, no kit. So burning time is a very real play. And Khan will allow them to close that gap. Shaves one off. Does he go back to cover? No, he tries to find the fight instead. Mattis to jump on top of it. And I do believe he's got it. So let's chalk this up to a tied game, 9 rounds apiece. It was 4 rounds.
But just hit this Negan, it's all good. Whoa.
4 rounds, unconsecutive wins. Risky Bob trying to keep that pattern going despite working with less than anybody else.
This is interesting.
The biggest eco of the last 5 rounds. Still a bit of footing on B. Unfortunately for them, right? It's still Khan with the bomb all the way back through apartments. Obviously, that one headshot on B sends a shiver down G2's spine, and Xanter to the MP9 just presses it into Mulbs. Sunpayas wallbang towards the doorway. Mattis doesn't let his guard down, but Risky Bob hits the headshot.
That D keeps going.
2 Desert Eagle kills from Risky Bob into the M4. Sunpayas gets the bomb planter off of the attempt. And so now suddenly, it's not even a retake just yet. You're slowly going to get Heavy God back into the action. He's looking to clear out this arch play, and Risky Bob locked in towards that bomb site with the bomb on the ground. This one falls through their fingertips.
Yeah, coordination's a little lacking, and don't want to call it done, but Swalio just with this Glock. Oh, gonna get spotted. Man, if he was just there sooner, if they just had a couple things coming in sooner. There wasn't even a plant to worry about in the end.
Just the right amount of aggression as well from Sunpius to get out from market, to get Con off that bomb plant.
True.
And then you just saw Risky Bob knowing, I've hit 2 great headshots, but I'm stuck here over on Arch.
I like that point. You know, like he can be sort of patient and you got to know when to be proactive, and he was.
So Alio, Galil in hand, unable to manage the double peek in from G2. So now that they're back in the lead, we see them getting active. Likely be the thorn in their side if they do exit up that ramp at 50 seconds. Still just being met by utility.
Well, he's frustrating. They're trying to assist their connector guys to get up. But Mattis in such a good position. Oh my goodness, what a reaction. That is so Malbs. Who else could get that kill?
Slides it into Xanter's head. Molotov to confirm that there's a player out connector. And Malbs is going to continue to dish out the headshots. Mattis comes back. And this was that guarantee queued up early on. Things get weird though. We get the wall bang through the base of the Palace boards. Con, however, caught off by the Hunter slide outwards. And so G2's winning ways keep giving. Hey, execute. Yeah, look at this. It's not a defense made to hold it back. If Nemiga play with... Oh, but Malbs, that is gross.
Wow. Finds
the smallest pocket on the ledge of window. That top mid swing was so confident there wouldn't be a player with that angle. Little did he know, Malbs finds a way. And as he re-peeks out from jungle, it's no multi-frag this time. A triple setup for G2 towards Ticket to try to interrupt what is boots on this bomb site for Nemiga. Sunpius looking with that op from Catwalk, smoked off inside connector. They try to scramble as that bomb is planted. 2 kills do come through for Nemiga, and we go 2 versus 2. Sunpius trying to regain control of connector. He's gonna take his time, and as that smoke fades, but he misses! And so it's a fast scramble out. That is no longer a safe position. Can't escape Sunpius. Xanter's gun is empty, and he opts to hang on to Palace, thinking maybe Sunpius suspects a reposition. Now smoked off, but he finds it. Just comes out to the duel, and they will fight tooth and nail to keep Mirage going.
Just fantastic from Xanter's. Another guy who turned heads back at Austin. A lot of great moments out of him.
Getting into that messy realm of Counter-Strike. Mattis burned off, uses his smoke grenade to get into the action, just wants to guarantee that he's got support to offer Hunter. Oh, he goes back. He decides to come back to try to hold Cat, and instead he can't. It's MP9s that find a little bit of success on both halves of the split. Bomb, though, still in apartments.
Oh, it's so far back. Sunpius with space in these moments can find kills. Oh, but Con takes one out, makes this round a whole lot easier.
Finds that angle up through the marketplace. You've got a player just outside of the windowsill in the form of Sawalio.
He's just wondering where the bomb has been planted.
Sunpius gives up the angle on market. Lear is able to drop right down, and so Nemiga change it up. They wait for their full buy last round, go back to the A execute, show the structure and the bones of the attack, and then swap up to a nice...
Full plan there for Nemiga. Excellent execution.
Trying to get this off out of the hands of Sunpius, but it's not going swimmingly.
Oh, now they can't get it.
Opper's 1v1. Who wants to lose it?
Con can't walk into that, so...
Neither.
Yeah, that's going to be Sunpius keeping that gun. It's great for G2. They're the ones who are a little bit more pressed for cash. If I said what I said. What I was
Sorry, get frazzled.
I don't know if I had anything to say.
Round 24. And we've got the MP9 pushing quickly down to underpass. This is a change up. G2 looking for a fight. You've got it. Delivered in spades. Risky Bob and Sawalio tear through 2. It is Hunter very much alone. Fast scramble from the A site. Nemiga, do you need to follow through? It looks like they don't.
Bomb has been planted.
Force G2's hands. Gotta give it a go. Ooh, but Sunpius starts it off nicely. Clean kill to Xanter means no jungle control for this post plant.
Yeah, and they're not pushing up. They're playing back, man.
Bomb is planted on the opposite side of triple, so everybody's got vision of it. But it is going to take a deep swing out from Lear if he has to come back from Palace. If they call on him, things could get scrambled. But it looks like Sawalio and Risky Bob have got it in the bag. Nemiga take their sweet time. 3 different plays when facing that 12-9 deficit to get us to overtime.
This round will be very telling. Finally, everyone's got cash.
Oh, he almost popped that open and got caught. Still floating around mid. Sawalio quick to make a move out from ramp. And Mulbs is on the chase, supported by Connector. Didn't find himself prepared for the sandwich peek. Opper's gonna miss. Sawalio's got his knife out, so the no-scope still comes through. Fast swaps and Pius. There were headshots there to be had. But it's a 1v3 for Hunter instead. Scrambling his way back towards the A site as bomb goes down. You got Xanter exiting out through B, so this round is hectic on both fronts for both squads.
Man, did he make the most of it. Clear the board here, the G2 players, 3 up for Nemiga.
But a big moment in that last one from Sawalio. We'll put that on his highlight reel. Deep peek here from Mulbs into bottom mid, and you've got 2 players back there, but he gets out after finishing off Risky Bob. Unfortunate here for Nemiga that Xanter can't get that trade.
Yeah, he's in and out. He couldn't get that duel last time, but he's not one to give up.
We've seen rounds where Mattis is kind of stuck over on Catwalk, leaving Hunter alone on site. Right now, instead, the 2 of them playing side by side in sight, while Nemiga take over control of Catwalk.
Bogdan's Law comes into effect. Mulbs on the up, goes down, can't see anything.
Yeah, smoke fades with him exposed.
All right, that's another kill.
Pius off of the ticket peak, trying to get eyes back towards middle.
Tough spot for Heavy God. They're coming for him.
No support. He tries to get out of this under Palace commitment. Now stuck on default instead. Ooh, he's keeping his head down perfectly. Sawalio tries to go clear it, but that player who's able to just creep up on site and Xanter is going to get the better of it. And that's enough of an angle into CT, you'd think, but he's just playing around with guns. He opens up the door for the wide swing. Mattis goes down with nothing. That could have been a fumble and a half. And instead, it is a huge task for Hunter. 1v3 clutch with the Nemiga players spread. A Bermuda triangle of control inside this A site. Hunter tries to creep inwards, gets past the ramp players. The shot is missed, but Xanter's there to close it. And that is 2 of 2 on this T side in overtime. Damn, Heavy God again, just kind of operating on his own at the start of these rounds. Top heavy scoreboard for G2. With him and Sunpius popping off and currently split between sites. No way.
Wow.
Where's that bullet even go?
I don't know. That one actually looked... Overtime was not easy for G2.
Mulbs again on the front side of a smoke. Mattis gonna be exposed on the perch, but he'll get the Risky Bob kill. Heavy God though with nothing. Mulbs tries to scramble up the stairs, eats a flash in the process. Palace players his for the taking. And his support right next to him. Mattis tries to add himself to inside Connector. And even though that nade pops, Sawalio bested. Now suddenly, Nemiga feeling boxed in. This challenge out of Hunter from Ticket isn't clean. And even though they're fully exposed, he gets nothing for his efforts. Low health Xanter swept away. It is both Mulbs and Mattis with the majority frags. G2 take 1 on the defense in OT.
Yeah, it's a full house between them. It's a clean save here for G2. 5v3 situation.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Everything on the line.
But hey, it's Con up now.
Now we're talking about Con, man. He's just gone positive with that kill.
Bit of op.
Way more in the kill feed, way more on the screen right now.
Way more in his zone. We've seen a couple missed shots from this angle. Smoke grenade won't make his job any easier. His closest teammate over towards jungle. And still not finding any further impact other than that opening kill. They try to go over top of the stairs, but right into Lear's waiting hands. And Heavy God then responds back. This is a 3 versus 5 attempt from G2. A labored bomb plant with low health on Heavy God. A single point of HP made the difference to get that kill towards Ticket, to cause CTs to have to scramble back around instead.
He killed him with the incendiary.
No way. Direct impact off of the piece of util. Sunpius is going to tuck his head back down. Mattis going to be fully exposed over towards jungle soon enough. Sunpius still has this bit of position to work with, and G2 maybe, just maybe, finish this 3v5, but missed shot from Mattis. It is a head right there for the taking. Sawalio wastes no moments, gets on top of Bomb, and Nemiga with 15.
They pulled off the retake with the can. There's no double swings to guarantee trades. It could come down to single points of failure. Sawalio being one of them.
Forward angle, here's Malbs stomping. Oh, but Malbs can always adjust to these off angles. Khan, he will hit that shot and take Malbs out of this round. Lear presses the barrel up into Hunter, but falters. And so man advantage grabbed over by G2. Still, this off out in the open, caught off by Heavy God. Throws himself into the action from Palace.
Oh,
Great reaction here from Hunter. A triple kill from G2's new in-game leader.
Man, couple of smoke pushes, unprepared here. So I think he's just learned that that's not a good fight. He's not going to try that again. Maybe his crosshair placement was just a little off. Either way, it was costly.
Very different angle from Khan's gonna catch Malbs entirely off. Malbs may have been his victim last round, but that was after Malbs got the ball rolling out through ramp into A. This time, no impact for the Guatemalan. Heavy utility usage, finally getting a reaction back from Nemiga, trying to burn through some of their nades as well. We hit 50 seconds with G2 deep out mid.
Game plan's got to be good here, Hunter. Pressure's on you.
Missed shot from Sunpius. Who's gonna recover now? It's a Hunter Heavy God duo back. We go even 3v3. Xanter could challenge. He could press out through this smoke, but he decides instead to play over onto the ladder. And they're gonna plant with just Hunter trying to take that contact out towards Cat. No deep peek from Xanter. There was no cover for that plant. No smoke, no nothing. And so we get down to low utility here for G2. Nemiga on that ticket emphasis. Xanter still yet to show his hand from Cat. Mattis double as he turns it over towards the catwalk instead. A second overtime highly likely needed. Lear whittled down to 2 points of health. And G2 looking to survive both.
Wow.
They go 0 for 3 in rounds to close, and Nemiga 0 for 2.
That setup, that retake was designed. Just don't get tired now.
Oh, Hunter peeks in.
Oh, they trade that.
Not ready for the angle. Utility still drops ahead of the pack, and Mattis to slide through both.
Man, he had just a good vision of what to do next, right? Like, moved right into the appropriate protocols. That shot in for 3 damage on Lear, but this retake, how are they gonna get out?
Lear just stuck on those shelves. His 2 teammates right here with him.
Very oppressive here with this deep molly, showing off how many extra pieces of util they have.
Be a desperate attempt to try to get out of here. They're just gonna burn utils just so Lear can leave. And so majority alive for Nemiga. That B bomb site's lost. Hunter may have gotten blasted down an underpass, but a very quick answer over towards the apartments.
It's Mattis, man. They've really earned a go at A site, haven't they?
See how it looks. Sawalio tucked into Sandwich, gets blasted away by Malbs, who's able to just jump down into the cover of it all. Lear's double off of the frag grenade to finish off Malbs while he goes for the headshot. And then perfectly exposed. There's still a bit of a rebuttal. Mattis gets whittled down to 6 points of health in the process, but still alive and kicking. We've got a minute on that clock as Sunpius tries to scour the field looking for any point of contact, and Nemiga are just allowing for Xanter's flank to come through. And just as Mattis starts to consider it, now Sunpius scoped in, it's gonna get killed by Khan. A second from Nemiga's Opper, and the CT defense holds strong off of Lear's first double kill.
Yeah, it's an excellent lockdown. He could get up and catch someone in window, trying to rotate. Risky Bob could get shot in the back if he's not careful, and Hunter's selling a fake.
Khan's been an essential part of that A defense. Malbs takes a look at him.
Okay, now they're gonna go, right?
He'll be the victim. Sawalio locked into the ramp fight, predicts the palace swing. A second player soon to come, jumps down into default. That's the bomb carrier in Sunpius. Still, you confirm that the Opera is on the other side of the map, but Sawalio's gonna keep the action going. Mattis, whoa, he's able to finish him and then Lear. Bomb is down. Hunter nowhere to be found. Mattis right back into the action. That's a quad. He's got every kill on that bomb site and queues up a Hunter close. He will do it himself.
He looks like a young Hunter himself. My goodness, that's his spot off the side of triple. Beautiful sequence out of Mattis.
When he looked back at that court, he had me convinced he hadn't killed the stairs play.
Kept watching Cat in between every single kill. Can they tell it's a fake? Riskball is making a lot of noise. Sunpice is going to start to wander over towards the B site. And when he puts his up on this window cross, well, this changes things, doesn't it? Suddenly, Sunpice turns back around. This would be the time to hit, but these are the moments Nemiga meant they need to get organized faster.
He's just kind of float out here for a second, waiting for something to happen. So, of course, Mulbs is going to go.
2 kills from that spot. It's unreasonable.
Mulbs gives him a little bit of time. Takes action into his own hands. Lear will find an opening up towards Catwalk. Sampaio slides out into the cover, but then into the scope. And with Khan dropping the offer, Mulbs drops the ball. He doesn't get anything further from that site. Heavy God, fast flank, not fast enough. Already all 3 Nemiga players locked into the post plant on site with eyes on apartments from the back of van. Risky Bob awaits this arrival. And Heavy God's presence now confirmed. A frag with his name on it shaves off a third of his health. It is Khan to close. And it is a Nemiga tie.
It's a more typical spot, and the CTs are waiting for a move like this. Sometimes it's best to get underneath the smokes, and that's why they're pushed up so far.
Oh, Mulbs, you've got 3 players coming your way. Op shot on the ramp is great. Heavy God, he's still set up in the corner. Sunpice stops the first, but Khan didn't let his guard down.
Great clear.
He made sure to stay on top of it. And now Mulbs burned down to half health. Khan going deep into the staircase. Quick scope to Mulbs. Again, a multi-frag from the op of Nemiga to try and take this lead. It's a much-needed retake now. Hunter puts a smoke ahead of him. Matt is trying to slide out through that bench. But look at the space that Nemiga have given over to G2. Mattis loses vision for only a second, slides out into the sandwich player, climbs up with another. He's in air as he hits that, and this bomb is not for Khan. On top of the defuse, Mattis pulls it out of the hat yet again.
This guy's a superhero. He saved the day once again. Mattis goes down to that shot from Khan.
2 overtimes later, and G2 have a chance to close the series. Long have they waited. Flash from Mulbs into the action, perfectly placed. And the offer in the backdrop gets him on the fallback. Khan remains ever present in that kill feed.
Yeah, missed a shot, but made up for it right away.
What point do they throw a 3rd layer to this defense? Because Mattis may have 30 frags, but Hunter's clearly at the bottom of that board. You've got an incendiary here for Mattis. We'll see if he throws it out in response to the util. No, he's gonna keep it. He sits back behind that bench. No utility thrown for the defense. Hunter on this perch goes down with nothing. And Mattis is just hoping that he's gone unnoticed. Players all around him. He slams that M4 into the head of Xanter. The bench players held. And now the bomb plan seems to be denied, but he still just barely got time.
That shot missed.
Sunpius tries to apply more pressure, but the bomb gets planted regardless. Sawalio off of it. Khan right behind him. And there's going to be this delay because Heavy God has to come back at this from the other side of site. You wanted utility. Heavy God still has some to throw. Can he disrupt this post plant? Because right now Khan, scouring both sides, just wants somebody to peek him, and as they do, they die! Sunpius down, OT3 needed!
Let's send it back, man.
Peeling away from the murder hole, that op moves over towards Ticket. It's in Mattis' hands this time. He's got to be careful because Nemiga do just kind of slip up catwalk so suddenly at times. He seems wary of it, but oh damn, he gets popped by Xanter as Lear gets a simultaneous kill. Sunpius freed up to get over to that A site will bode well. The first kill of a recovery's found. Hunter unable to collect one, and suddenly Heavy God is all that remains. The player out from ramps got him distracted, and a foul swoop down through that A site. Nemiga make it look easy.
Yeah, another good start, and the smiles are on for sure over for Nemiga. He broke positive around like 19 kills or something like that. It's been taken off ever since.
Ooh, exposed.
That's
though.
a lot of guys, but they're gonna go, right?
They'll pull the trigger into the B hit off that Mattis. Whoa, the support from Hunter as he lines it up on catwalk. Perfect support.
Wow, this guy's nuts.
4 M4 headshots between Hunter and Mattis. Where was that 2 rounds ago on B?
He looks like he's playing on an iPad, man. Just clicking on him. Well, this is exactly 0 players inside of B. Mattis on a perch. I don't think he wants to give up. Maybe a pickoff to be found here as Risky Bob pulls off this fake. Here they go again.
He's gonna try to shave him down through the window just like Hunter did, and will find one at the very least.
That's pretty solid. They don't even have to be in market. They can come in a little slow. If Con can't stop this.
They're gonna go for the double peek with a player back up on bricks after Mattis falls off, but met by fire. Still, Rifle's able to swing around, take that duel towards bench, but burned into the corner. Heavy God desperate, and man advantage fizzles out. 3 versus 3, missed op shot from Con. That opens the door for the cat play. Everybody starts to push when that op's on cycle. And now they're getting dangerously close. Hunter right up in their grills. And Sunpius simultaneous kill over towards bench. They let Hunter get up.
Risky Bob gonna fall back. But if depending on how they let the structure go, this could be a very, very powerful split. Oh no, the nade works in favor of Sunpius now. Catwalk wide open.
Clean headshot from Risky Bob, looking to support the apartments now. Heavy God stuck on the other side of that smoke, but G2 still closing the distance. Risky Bob a little labored on that one, still gets it over the line. And the apartments player a non-factor by the time Heavy God finally has a chance to come at this attack. His teammates dead around him. Solid hold here for Nemiga. Looking for 2 rounds on the defense. Heavy God slides out with 7 seconds left over. He is surrounded and dealt with, and we go 20 rounds all.
But the late smoke, there was no way for him to make it a split. It had to be. Not getting the damage they were looking for, but they were right about where they're coming from.
They're just gonna try to pounce this. A certain electricity here by Mattis, wielding the attack down into the site. Snap over from Xanter is gonna elude him. Mattis locks into the corner outside window. That trajectory from the nade could damn well give his position away.
Yeah, I think
Con's gonna stay locked on this.
it's just that, you know, someone's E-box, how do you kill him is the question.
Right. You know he's there, but what do you do about it other than just stay hyper-focused on the angle and hope he steps in? But no real reason for Mattis to give up this shot. He's trying to be pulled slowly towards it. Sunpius, long-range headshot. Hunter finds Lear, and this one is G2's all day long.
We are having fun.
Yeah, he's got to remember that. He was able to have all that fun despite being at the bottom of the board. Here we go, 5th time's the charm. G2 trying to close it finally.
Oh, what?
They get an opening kill, but Xanter hits him with the nade, and this time they pull it off, as in fall back.
Yeah, and they do it semi-quietly. I think Mulbs is the only one who walks in the end. They did not have another plan in this round. They are down to 0 smokes going A. That is crazy. Yeah, no, they're going up against a lot of counter util. Just no CTs actually here, running the entire way through. Wow. This is G2 if I've ever seen it.
Hunter says, guys, it's easy, follow me. And he leads that charge up through ramp into connector. Him and Heavy got a kill a pop. And now Sawalio, chance to shine. Sunpius drops him then and there, and Con has been lights out.
It must be Con.
Once he got things going on this map of Mirage, he took off. But now they know exactly where he's coming in from. That frag grenade will find no damage. And we've already had the cross from Sunpius over towards the ticket. He swaps into the A4. They both peek. And back to the Deeg as the gun goes dry. But looking to play out time now. Con trying to close the distance with a smoke on top of bomb. A frag that if it lands, would have killed Sunpius. Half his health is gone. Spam into the smoke. Sunpius back into the corner. Con goes deep. He's got the kit, but Sunpius has the time. And G2 will finally close this. 2-0 over top of Nemiga. A little bit of adaptation, but that adaptation called by Hunter.
The spirit of victory, the desire to be first, the challenge to be the best. We keep an eye on their victories, worry when something goes wrong, and rejoice even more when we see success. Whether it's a game at a major championship, a new vlog, a stream, or a simple social media post, all of these immerse us in the world of CS. We are among their thousands of fans. We are Skin Club,